Very good afternoon, sir. And first of all, thanks for giving me this opportunity. And I am Pavanar, and I have recently graduated from University BIT College of Engineering in Civil Engineering. And after that, I have been pursuing an internship in structures uh, in Unix Civil, where I am learning about E-types, STAD, SAFE, and RCDC softwares, so that we can, so that I can learn about more about structures and that's it.
Okay, means after just academic, you just started your internship with Unix, right? Who suggested
Yes.
about structures, Mr. Pawan?
So I have been very interested about the structures subjects in the my academic years. So I thought I could learn more about the structures so that manually doing everything in structures becomes a very tough thing. So that if we learn about the softwares, that would be an very advanced things to be done in the my entire professional life, and it would help me a lot. So I just thought about joining a course which would give me an insightful knowledge, and so that's why I joined the course in structures.
Great. And why you want to become a structure engineer? Because of passion only?
So because of passion, and I am keen to learn about the things, and I am good at mathematical skills, so I thought structure would be a better thing for me to pursue rather than in some other thing.
Okay, very good. And what is structure engineering, Mr. Pawan?
So the structural engineering is basically a branch of civil engineering which deals with the study of structures and how what are the kind of forces that will be acting on the members, and how do we have to analyze, design those structures so to withstand the forces using the current knowledge about IS codes and all the other detailing things, so that the building can withstand all the forces, and we to make the building economical and sustainable for the future forces and all those things.
Very good. Mr. Pawan, difference between first order analysis and second order analysis,
First one, I
static
didn't.
analysis and dynamic analysis.
Oh, okay. Sir. Static analysis involves the basically the static analysis is involving of the analysis of structure due to the forces that are static, that are generally a static force is like gradual application of the force, but in dynamic load, the loads are applied in a blow or kind of vibration or shock kind of thing. So in nonlinear analysis, we even account the nonlinear material characteristics of the materials that we are using. In linear analysis, generally the linear graph that is in stress and strain curve, there is a linear up to for some certain yield point. We have a linear graph which is basically even elastic range of in material. So this is even in linear analysis we consider that the linearity of the material, and in nonlinear we go even up to plastic deformation analysis during the
Very,
analysis.
very good. Difference between stress and strain.
So stress is basically a ratio of load and cross section area of the application, and strain is like change in the dimension due to the application of load divided by the original uh, dimension of the material.
Okay. What do you understand by push over analysis?
So for pushover analysis, we generally apply the stiffness modification for all the members like beams and columns, and after that we even produce hinges at 5% of the uh, length and 95% of the length, and after that we analyze the structure for the pushover, that is dynamic analysis, in which we see the mass participation of the building to analyze the structure, and
Very good.
the displacement of stories and the drift of the stories is even analyzed better in the pushover analysis.
Okay. And what do you understand by drift story?
In for may the drift story means the displacement of the story from its original position. Generally, this is I for the first or second of the year, for first or second story of in building during the seismic analysis. Uh, the slab generally displaces a lot. So this is what the story drift is about.
Okay. And what is the soft story?
Soft story of a building is like generally in parking nowadays we use that masonry walls are not constructed, and instead of that we generally just build the frames and then go on with the building. So this is what the top story is called as.
Okay. And not exactly. You should prepare later.
Generally
Okay.
in ground floor,
Yes.
ground
So,
floor we do not build.
what is the use of retaining wall?
So retaining wall is like a wall which avoids the soil pressure or something, like we have to retain the material. We can use this retain wall in swimming pool and all, so that generally an vertical load such as like an UVL, uniformly varying load due to the soil is considered, so that soil is retained on one part of the uh, the wall, and another part of the area wall is generally kept vacant or free.
Okay. What is slab?
A slab is in shell structures.
Slab is just shell structures. Okay. And what is the use of floating column?
Floating column. Okay. For example, if we do not want to give an big cantilever, then we what we can generally do is give an floating column, which is generally not continuous throughout the building, which is generally given for one or two of tier, and it generally do not have any footing also, and it does not connect to the ground. So it reduces the beam depth for certain floors,
Great.
and
Okay.
in one floor beam depth has to be increased, which is like a point force
Okay.
acting on the beam.
Very good. What's your strength?
So my strengths are, I am keen to learn and good at mathematical capabilities.
Okay. And what's your weakness?
So I am a detail oriented person, and I generally get quite nervous speaking to a large amount of people. So but I am working on it.
Very good. And what's your self expression response?
Sir, about more than 3 LPA.
वेरी गुड. थैंक यू सो मच पवन, बहुत अच्छा लगा. आपका इंटरव्यू बहुत एक्सीलेंट था. ठीक है, आप बहुत अच्छा ऑलरेडी करते हो, परफॉर्मेंस आपका अच्छा ही रहता है. आप सेलेक्ट हो जाओगे डेफिनेटली, वो तो लगना है. ठीक है, बट कैसे कि अच्छी कंपनी में लगना है. तो लगना एक अलग चीज़ होता
हाँ
है, अच्छी कंपनी में लगना अलग चीज़ होता है. मैंने
करेक्ट।
आपको 8 आउट ऑफ 10 दिया हुआ है, तो एक बहुत अच्छा स्कोर होता है. तो आप किसी भी एमएनसी के लिए ट्राई कर सकते हो. थोड़ा सा अगर मैनुअल कैलकुलेशंस को स्टेप वाइज क्लियर करके रखोगे, जैसे कि एक बच्चा कल
हाँ
ईवीए स्ट्रक्चर्स में गया था पुणे में, तो वहाँ पर उन्होंने जैसे कि ट्रेसेस दिए थे उसका मैनुअल डिजाइन करने के लिए, स्टील का फ्रेम दिया था उसका कनेक्शंस करने के लिए,
करेक्ट
थोड़ा सा कॉलम का डिजाइन करने के लिए. ये चीज़ें पढ़ाई
करेक्ट
नहीं जा सकती, ये सब प्रैक्टिस की जा सकती है. ठीक है, तो
करेक्ट
इनको अगर हम थोड़ा सा वर्क कर लें, तो एक होता है ना ग्रेट पैकेज, होता है ग्रेटेस्ट पैकेज, तो वी कैन गेट द
करेक्ट
ग्रेटेस्ट पैकेज, तो आप डेफिनेटली ले सकते
करेक्ट।
हो. एंड क्या बोलते हैं, आपको कुछ क्वेरीज है दिमाग में कि सर मेरा कुछ हुआ आपको पूछना, तो कैन बी आस्क.
Sir, I have been completing this manual Excel course also, and it has already came to 8 lectures. And by today itself, I am planning to complete the entire manual, and by tomorrow it will be generally practiced also. Generally, I see that there are openings in Revit structures at Tekla, so I can complete this Revit structures as easy as possible. Because I know that Revit architecture part from beginning itself. मुझे पता था थोड़ा सा, देन आई कैन कंप्लीट द रिविट आर्किटेक्चर. उसमें थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम नहीं होने वाला, बट रिविट स्ट्रक्चर में थोड़ा सा डाउट आया तो मैं कॉल कर लूंगा सर, थोड़ा
हाँ
सा
डेफिनेटली, कोई
अगर
प्रॉब्लम, कोई प्रॉब्लम
हो
नहीं.
गया
एंड
तो.
इवन अभी तो आप ऑलरेडी व्यायाम कर रहे हैं, तो आपको तो वैसे ही सीखना है, पूरा प्रोसेस में जाना है.
हाँ
लर्निंग आपको बहुत ही अच्छा है. ठीक है, और क्या बोलते हैं, अगर आप सही से अगर सही कंपनी को अप्रोच करना स्टार्ट करें, और कैसे होता है कभी कभी ना, हमने मिठाई बहुत अच्छी बनाई है, बट मार्केट को दिखा नहीं पाए उस मिठाई को, उस
करेक्ट
मिठाई का मतलब
करेक्ट
क्या निकलेगा. तो हमें क्या करना है, अपना पोर्टफोलियो इतना स्ट्रांग रखना है, चाहे स्ट्रक्चर्स का पोर्टफोलियो चाहे बीम का, कि सामने देख के यार उसको लगे कि इसने किया है, मतलब डाउट उसका क्लियर हो जाए, कि मतलब उसे ये पूछना पड़े कि आपको आता है क्या स्टैट, बोले किससे पूछ रहा हूँ
हाँ
आता है कि नहीं, वो काम दिख रहा है ना कि आता है कि नहीं आता है ना.
करेक्ट सर
तो
करेक्ट
वो मुझे ऐसा चाहिए कि आपका पोर्टफोलियो जो सबने बनाया है उससे भी एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी क्या हो सकता है. जैसे कि आपने क्या दिखाया, उसका हॉगिंग दिखा दिया, सैगिंग दिखा दिया, क्या हो गया, इसको हॉगिंग सैगिंग पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर है, समझ गए? फुटिंग
हाँ
में आपने कंबाइंड फुटिंग का एसएफडी बीएमडी दिखा दिया, भाई ये ग्राफ है, ये आ रहा है कैलकुलेशन, बिकॉज ये लोड आ रहा है। इससे क्या हो गया, पिंच हो रहा है कि यार इस बंदे को डिटेल आता है। ठीक है, और उसके बाद
करेक्ट।
क्वेश्चन मार्क सब खत्म हो जाते हैं, मतलब कि क्लियर हो सब चीजें। ठीक है, बहुत अच्छा आपने इंटरव्यू, वेरी गुड।